Chú đâu rồi nhỉ? Chú đâu rồi, có bật máy không để anh tắt máy đâu, đi đây. Rồi xuống xem kiểu giả xem kìa. Long ơi. Có cái gì vậy? Long ơi. Nghe ơi, ra bố bảo đây. Bố bảo đây. Xuống kiểm tra cửa cho bố.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. The action has already started. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong, and absolutely gifted.
Bên Dũng thì đâu phải là dạng vớ vẩn.
McAllister. Oh, it's Eze. Lovely feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Xavi Alonso succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Gullit. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Van Basten. Vieira. Out to the right. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Oh no, what has happened here? Nice ball, and he might be in here. Real chance! He's looking wide. Xavi Alonso. Vietnam yet to have an attempt on goal. Quarter of an hour played. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's had a shot! Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Alonso. Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply.
Guardiola.
He's found a way past. Couldn't squeeze it through. Shanghai Shenhua upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they...
Mbappe! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Messi. Now that's well seen too. And it's Van Basten. Eze. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent.
Đây rồi, đánh được. Cái gì đấy?
Maldini spots it and intercepts. Played with finesse. Floated through. Well timed, excellent interception. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Darwin. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Shanghai Shenhua clearly...
Oh, he's been
Đây
caught
rồi,
napping.
Eze, thoát
This
xuống,
kind of
yếm ơi.
bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Eze rồi.
Vieira clears it
Trời
away.
ơi.
And he's picked out the run. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Rồi.
Oh, it's a promising build-up this, plenty of really nice passing. Messi. And it's Xavi Alonso. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Brilliantly cut out. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Eze looking to get on the end of this. Now it's Eze.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's a sharp little ball here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Eze. Drill and the finish! Well, now it's a race for the
Mẹ thủ
ball.
môn kìa. Những người tin mắt mình luôn. Bây giờ đang.
Thuram.
Thủ môn vậy. Ôi.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed,
Ôi.
having made the run and not get picked out.
Thủ môn kìa. Quả căng ngang tuyệt vời của
It's
Eze.
half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Here we go again then. So the first half brought no goals. Chance! And he's done it!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb. Shanghai Shenhua clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So the first moment of real significance.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the
Vuông lên
second
mà
half.
cũng tháo ngược về em.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Keeper's dealt with that.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Tar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And the counter is on. Messi in acres of space out wide. McAllister. Danger averted for now. Bergomi. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And it's Nedved. Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
The attendance for this match was
somewhat off target.
72,306.
Đá quả bóng vô học thật.
He's looking to set free a runner. Messi. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Vieira. Eze going face to face with his great rival. Nedved.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Eze going full tilt down the left. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Vieira running with the ball. Eze. That's a good run down the left. Vieira. Oh, that's well spotted. And he's gone looking for safety. McAllister.
Trời ơi,
Looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right.
cũng tưởng tượng rồi luôn.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, that's fabulous. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job
Thì là
done.
bóng trắng rồi.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief.
And Hullet! He has done it! Two ahead, late in the day, game over surely. And that really is so impressive.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Shanghai Shenhua are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And it's Schneider. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ribery looking to run onto it. And that should get the job
Phải đá
done.
khỏe.
That has not gone well. Hullet proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Now it's Neymar. Camavinga. Oh, there's a probing ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Mọi người phục vụ.
And that could set him on his way. Cruyff! Got to be quick to recover this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Van Basten really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's been cut out, well played. It's Schneider! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Vietnam could have here their final chance. Vietnam have their second corner now. Schneider goes short. Schneider. And here's Ribéry. Rafael Leao. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Nhanh không? Tưởng như vậy không phải AI tốt thì cũng chết rồi.
Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And already we're underway here. Exciting looking ball, that. And it's Xabi Alonso.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Rising over the bar. Bergomi with a definite foul there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Oh, a very decent attempt. Thuram. McAllister. Vieira. Nice bit of trickery. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Played out to the right. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful. Off the post! Stood up well to him there. That's good play. And it's Vieira. Oh, that is a nice touch. Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bellingham. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vieira.
โอ้ย
Vietnam are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. McAllister. And it's Vieira. Just eases him off the ball. Looking for the run. It's Bergomi. Bergomi. Over to the left. Eze showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Kèm rất lớn cầu thủ Việt Nam. Cầu thủ Minh Dũng thì Việt Nam một chơi mới.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cầm bóng nhiều hơn.
Turan looking for the runner.
Ura.
That's a good run down the left. McAllister. Vietnam finding their passes. He is through here. Chance! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Great defending, strong and determined. Eze pinches it off him. Oh, and he's through the middle. Good read, needed to be. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Xavi Alonso. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. McAllister. And it's Xavi Alonso. Xavi Alonso really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Hullet. Interesting ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Eze. Nice defending, physical and effective. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Xavi Alonso.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Shot a goal! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi, and he's been shifted off it. Eze, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Xavi Alonso.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Messi stood his. There's the end of the first half.
Nhẹ và nó kinh.
Well,
Wow,
not full
wow,
of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. Some first half thoughts?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. They've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Vietnam have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Xavi Alonso, McAllister.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Pull it. Oh, they could break here. To Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Esse in acres of space out wide. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0.
Ngớp rồi.
Vietnam ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. It's a pretty loose pass.
Chịu đấy.
Bellingham. Vieira. And here's Nunez. He's in space and looking for options. McAllister. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Araujo clears it away.
Phá lung tung. Cũng ra đến đây.
Bellingham.
Ôi,
That is a great pick out. He's got away. He's got the shot
lại
away.
bóng đá này.
They've done it.
Đá quả đá luôn. Đá chứ không biết gì, sắp đối mặt luôn.
That
Yeah,
is
that's
so
man
good,
assist.
such sharp skills and such a delicious
Đây là
finish.
man assist.
That's what he lives for,
Yeah,
Peter.
that's-
Not a lot more to add.
Number 7, Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez.
Chó thật.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Suarez. Number 15.
So, time for changes
Messi.
on both sides,
Number
actually.
5, Bellingham.
Manchester United
Number
have
10.
broken through. It's 1-0.
Number
Well, when the
8,
going gets tough, etc.,
coming
they
on
can
the
still
field,
turn this round, I think.
Jan Koeman. Number
Adams
14,
kept his eye on it, and he's
Nedved.
there.
Number 24, Neymar.
Camavinga on a charge down the left.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number
But this is
23,
exactly the approach they have to
Yes.
take now, Peter.
Substitutions
Well, they're
taking
looking a
place.
whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now that's well seen too. Thuram goes on a charge down the left. Thuram drives forward on the overlap. And here's Rafael Leao.
Đủ. Mẹ.
That has been
Ủa,
cut
mất nét à?
short.
Ủa gì đây?
Your impressions so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy.
There's the hit!
Bắt lùi phía sau, sợ
That
thật.
was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it
Vấn đề
and
thật,
dealing
với
with it.
thằng mẹ thủ vệ.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Chooses to go crossfield. Thuram. Nicely aimed pass. Decent hit! Rummenigge gets flagged offside.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Vardiol. No, again there's no way through. And no, that was never going to make it. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Neymar. And it's Sneijder. Rafael Leao, that's a shade optimistic.
Vietnam truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out.
Ôi.
Is it the passing or the
Ôi, thật sự
movement
kinh
that's the
khủng luôn anh
problem?
em ạ.
I think
kìa.
both.
Chứ nó bắt được cái cứt cái đấy. Mẹ.
Good spot, he's seen the run.
Em nhìn AI của kinh không?
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Neymar.
Nhiều ơi, kinh
for
trái,
a
trái nó xoay
throw.
trái, xoay phải luôn. Thật.
Camavinga. And here's Rafael Leao. Played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Neymar. And he's had it nicked away. Camavinga. Neymar. This could be their final throw of the
Vậy mà
dice.
không ăn.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
And it's been taken short.
Trời ơi ơi.
200 minutes has
Mẹ
been
đứng trước nó luôn.
begun.
Well read, nice interception.
Đây quá, bảo vệ thật sự là
Schneider.
AI thật sự khỏe.
Now it's Neymar. He's had it taken off him.
Kinh khủng luôn.
And we're done. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort.
Sờ lời luôn. Nhìn bạn luôn.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, what a climb! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Vittoria really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Messi.
Well, Peter, you'd have to go a long way to find a defender who works harder than Araujo. So fast and physical.
And we saw that, of course, especially in 2022 in Spanish football's biggest game.
When he scored one of his team's 4 goals. In the end, though, the men from Madrid went on to win the season by a pretty big points margin.
13, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Araujo, at least he gave them a bloody nose along the way.
This ended up in no man's land. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Kohler.
Kohler really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Camavinga wins the duel this time. Bastoni, not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Adams. Vietnam still without a single shot on target. And Adams. Vardiol. And it's Thuram. And it's Messi. Oh, such a clever touch. He's in here. Now the finish. And it's a
Nhảy
goal.
múa trong vòng vây của chục cầu thủ.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy
Messi
here because
của
that's
cô
a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Big header.
Đâu nhỉ?
It's there.
Rồi đấy.
A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson
chưa?
in responding
Biết
to a
rồi.
deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very...
Oh, what a mistake! Vieira.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike.
He's got tall.
Mạnh nhất gì em?
Just needed a better contact.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Messi. Thuram. Vieira. Xavi Alonso. And it's Vieira. Kohler was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Beckham. Vardiol. Thuram. Some good work on the right flank here. Thuram. And they've switched it over to the other side. Victoria were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Thuram. Messi. Xavi Alonso. And Vardiol. And it's Messi. That's a shade optimistic. 5 minutes till the break. Beckham. Pull it. Beckham gets a good foot in there. And it's Beckham. Lahm has created one goal already.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
And they're back on the ball again. Can he spark a counter here?
2 minutos de acréscimo.
Pull it. Good spot, he's seen the run. Played out towards the right wing. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Busquets. Bastoni tries to clear. And there is the half-time whistle. Vietnam head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. Vietnam head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each, and the game right on edge. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And it's Vieira. Xavi Alonso. Pull it. And it's Vieira. For Lahm. Tar. And it's Beckham. Figo. Foot in. Vieira. No way through.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Vitoria making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's found support out wide. He's had it taken off him. Lahm. And that is out of play.
Substituição.
Busquets. Beckham might just make this. Figo.
That's a modern defender's instinct.
It's Figo!
Tidak suka.
It is a fantastic goal! A
Dia
finish
reaksi
of
udah.
true
Dia
class!
main nasib pasti ganador.
And the comeback is complete!
Presente na partida de hoje.
The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Snyder. And this is Snyder.
Vietnam are definitely going about this the right way.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And here's Rafael Leao. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Up he goes! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Vietnam are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And he's managed to get free. Beckham. Gives it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
In with a header! They've got to be quick to recover this.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Interesting ball. Beckham providing an outlet on that flank.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Vieira. And Bastoni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Neymar! It's loose now and they want to... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Schneider. Camavinga! Thuram gets it clear. Vietnam must do something here and very quickly.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Solot, given the lift of his goal. Into the last 5 minutes. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And here's Rafa. Big chance! That has been knocked clear.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
That is a little undercooked. And that is that. Vietnam pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away...